Hey, this is Grace from Passenger Princess, and you're listening to Ego and Vice.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
Born and raised in South Bay, lower class punk ass, I was Northwood grade. I had it made. Spent my nights drinking with my mates. Just a short bus ride up to PA. Red River Raid. Then I hit the wall and I knew I had to bounce. They still say that 19 years ago, and I got the hell out. From time to time you may see me hanging around. Now I feel like a stranger in this town. Crossing roads is where I learned to play. Westwood Tavern's where I learned to walk away.
Hey, what's going on? This is Mike. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 173. Right off the top, I want to make a small announcement that the great, great actor, James Tolkien, has passed on. He's passed away. He's gone back to the future, if you will. He is the actor that played Principal Strickland in the Back to the Future movies, into the Back to the Future trilogy. He is also the voice of Ego and Vice. When you first hear the jingle kick in, it says, "You got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker." That is the one, the only, the late, great James Tolkien. Thank you for all your contributions to the world, and especially your soundbite on Ego and Vice. Anyway, how's everyone doing? This week on Ego and Vice, I have the two members, that's right, the two members of the two-man band, two-person band. I had John and Fabio in the illustrious halls of Southwood Studio. My band Goat played with Bronson Novella at the Dom. Last month, I believe it was, February 6th, I guess. Wow, 2 months ago. Yeah, it was the night where they were jumping snowmobiles, and we had to carry our amps 4 blocks because they had the market blocked off. Good times. Show went well. Really enjoyed their set. Gave them a shout afterwards, and I said, would you guys like to come on Ego and Vice and have a chat? And they said, fuck yeah. So they came, they saw Bronson Novella. Hey, let's play a song. This is Bluebird Soul by Bronson Novella. After that, we'll come back with Fabio, with John, right here on Ego and Vice.
Rain coming down on a winter night. Cold and alone, content to be alive. Paint my mind colors you couldn't see. Touch your brush, turns the art into Picasso. Try not to notice the crystal bluebird stare. Show everyone I don't see and I don't care. The world stops for me, but spins for everyone else. Just as the crystal bluebird sings a mute song for me. Sings a mute song for me. Hey, hey. Black cannons fracture the skulls. Now I'm on the ground. It's all my fucking fault. X in the calendar.
Hey, welcome back. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 173, I think. 173. Yep, I confirmed that. I checked it. Sitting in Southwood Studio as promised in the intro, I have the two members of the local band, Bronson Novella. I have John. I have Fabio. I have John. Not four of them. Not three of them. The two-piece band, Bronson Novella. What's happening?
How's it going, man? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for showing up. Now that winter is ending,
Almost.
I went snowboarding today.
Oh, that's amazing.
Today.
And spring is on its way.
Yes.
What are you most looking forward to as the seasons change?
Nice jackets. I like a nice spring jacket. That's my thing.
I go river surfing, so I'm excited for that.
That's more exciting than,
Yeah.
than a jacket.
I'm not good at it, but I enjoy going and trying my best.
Do you have winter sports, winter enjoyment?
You do, John?
Yeah, I go snowboarding a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Or not this year, but most years I try to go.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
You're a big snowboarder, right?
Well, I'm 5'8", but yeah.
Right. So am I.
How's that?
Couple short kings.
Who's the comedian now? Anyway, yes, I enjoyed the snowboarding. It is my pastime. It's kind of my obsession, actually.
Nice.
I went to Tremblant today, but the season is definitely ending.
Yeah.
Because the snow was slow and wet and sticky,
Yeah.
and it started to rain, so I left.
It rained there today?
A little bit, yeah.
That sucks.
I got to get into it. I got to get some winter stuff going because I don't do well in the winter. you
Well,
know?
my motto is that we all live in Canada. We know that winter's coming, and it's like half the year.
Yeah.
Find something to enjoy within those 6 months, or you're just going to be miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you really enjoy like scraping your windows and cleaning your car off.
That's actually, what's funny about that is the one moment where I actually am the most miserable. Like that single specific moment when I'm scraping the chunks of ice off my car.
Yeah, just that one moment.
That's the one moment
Yeah.
that I'm the most miserable.
Everything else is
I'm
smooth
happy.
sailing.
I'm happy all around the clock outside.
Yeah, about that.
I'd imagine you're not alone. It's like, what? That's odd. Bronson Novella. Local, I was looking, I did a little bit of research, I call it the crackhead research.
Nice.
Oh,
you got notes.
Indie pop rock, does that make sense? Or, no, it's folk pop. No, I don't remember what I read.
I don't know about the pop part. I
Maybe
don't
it
know,
was
we're
just
kind
indie
of all over the,
Oh, sorry.
I would say more like indie punk rock, maybe.
It literally changes every time we talk about it or every time
Yeah.
someone asks us. It's
Sometimes
like,
I just end up saying rock because it's more easier. Because I know from some people they say, "Oh, you have like folk punk influences," or
Folk
it sounds
punk.
more like folk punk or indie rock or alternative rock. I don't know, kind of. I've heard many things from many people.
yeah.
The hardest thing is to label your band, right?
Yeah.
And I've said this before on the podcast, where if someone asks like, "Whoa, what's your band?" I just say it's a rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play rock and roll
Right.
because it covers everything, right?
Yeah.
And that people will go, "Oh, I know what
Yeah.
that is."
Yeah.
You
And
know?
at the end of the day, that's essentially what it is.
That's
is
what
rock.
it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You can categorize it and break it down into subcategories
Yeah.
and genres and all that shit, but the person who's asking you is probably going to identify, "Oh, rock."
I think
Yeah.
they just want to know that, they just
Yeah.
want to know if you give them a subgenre, they're not going to really give a shit either way. Right?
No, you know what I mean? It's just like, because I think like people who aren't really musicians will ask like, "What's your band?" Like when I see
Yeah.
a band, I don't really be like, "Hey, well, what kind of music do you guys play?" Like
Yeah.
if I'm talking to other musicians,
Yeah.
it's just not really my thing.
Yeah.
So they probably only know rock, blues, hip hop, country. I mean, the average person.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe not though. Maybe they don't even that. Maybe they don't even care and they're making small talk.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's. I don't care about this conversation anymore, so let's stop talking there. So I was looking at some research, and there's a strange gap in your history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The very first thing I saw, I think, was back in 2013.
Yes.
A song was released called "The Good Man" or
Yes.
"The Goodman."
Yeah.
Yeah, the Good Man. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
I actually got my cousin Jillian to do backup vocals on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I'm gonna get to everything in a bit more detail, but then something wasn't released again for 10 years when an EP in 2023, Comatose Comet, came out.
We have a toxic relationship.
That's a
John
large.
and I.
That's a large gap.
We needed a break.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And you've been pretty consistent ever since. Before we
Yeah.
get to why that gap was there, which I want to know, let's talk about some origin stories.
Sure.
Let's start with Fabio. Before Bronson Novella or during Bronson Novella, what is a history of your musical adventures throughout your life?
I started playing drums when I was a wee lad, like 8 or 9 years old. And yeah, I've been in bands pretty consistently since I was like 14, 15, playing at like Mavericks and just around the city with a big X on my hand as an underage guy. But yeah, I've been in quite a few bands since my early teens. And yeah, I've been in a few different ones with John. But yeah, I started playing drums at a pretty young age. And,
Why drums?
My older cousin Carlo is a drummer, and I used to go to his place and see him play the kit, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I was like, I want to do that. And so my parents got me a small little drum kit one day, and yeah, I basically just wanted to be as cool as my older cousin.
Was he your influence? Did you just play what he played, or did you kind of start at a young age being a young drum prodigy? What was stuff that you kind of pulled style or inspiration from?
He was super into like the nu metal stuff, and so every time I'd go to my cousin's place for like Sunday dinner, we would eat and go downstairs, and then he would just drum for me, and he would just like play that, like he'd play like Seven Dust and Deftones and things like that. So then when I got a kit, I was like, I want to play that stuff too, but he was like, you got to start with the basic, and he taught me like a basic like 4/4 beat, and then I kind of just went from there. Yeah.
Do you play anything else, instrument wise?
No, I know a couple chords on the guitar,
Wow.
like maybe three chords.
Is it true that every drummer wants to be a guitar player?
Where did you hear that? Is that true?
Oh, it's going around.
Oh, okay. I'll look into that after. I don't know if that's...
I think,
It might
it's
not
true.
be. It might not be. John,
Yes.
some origin story.
origin stories. For me, I guess I actually started playing fiddle when I was like 7 years old. My parents kind of pushed that on me. And like Ottawa Valley fiddle, which it was fun for a bit, and then I kind of rebelled against it to get into more punk rock music, and then I switched to bass guitar when I was 12.
You went from fiddle to bass?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And
That
then
tracks.
and then 13 got into the guitar, and then from there, I was just playing with friends, jamming with them, started different bands, and then I think grade 8, that's when I met Fab, and we were just chatting music. He saw, I don't know if it was a Rolling Stones t-shirt or a Pink Floyd
You had a
t-shirt.
Pink Floyd t-shirt on, and I didn't give a shit about them at the
No,
time.
no. And then he saw me with a Millencolin t-shirt, and he's like, I like that guy.
Yeah.
And then we really started talking about music and punk music, and we really started talking about Misfits. And then we started a band called Cynical,
Yeah.
which we did a lot of Misfit covers and all these different little punk songs.
Yeah.
We sucked, but it was a lot of fun.
But John comes from a very musical family. Like his whole family is, right?
Yeah, my mom plays the bagpipes. She's from Cape Breton. Dad plays harmonica. Grew up around pretty much the campfire at the cottage. My cousin Jillian would play guitar. My uncle Jerry would play guitar. So everyone would just jam. My brother Andrew would play guitar. Alan, he'd play the bagpipes.
Yeah.
More just
So what did they say? They put you in a circle and said, "Who's going to be the fiddle guy?"
No, well,
John's
You lost the
John's
coin
hand
toss?
went
Or you
Yeah,
won the
yeah,
coin toss?
yeah.
Do you still
No.
play? Can you still play?
yeah, a little bit. I definitely play way more guitar, but haven't picked fiddle in a while. But
We got to get some fiddle on a Bronson Novella.
yeah, I'm not that good though. But
Do you take any like satisfaction? Like, is it still fun to play that instrument, or has it been so long you haven't?
no, it's still fun to play. I think it's just it's not really a forgiving instrument. So when you mess up, you really hear it, and it's just it's definitely tough. So like when I see people who can play it very well, it's impressive, and kudos to them.
Yeah, and not all stringed instruments are the same. I remember when I was a kid, this is kind of a sort of story. I really wanted to play the saxophone, but I had to take 1 year of clarinet before I could take the saxophone, so I struggled through the 1 year of clarinet, and then I finally got my saxophone, and it was a completely different fucking structure, key structure and all that shit, and I quit saxophone immediately.
Yeah.
Because I said, I'm not relearning all this. A fiddle or a cello and stuff like that, is the tuning the same as like a bass guitar because there's only 4 strings? And all the fret placements and everything are all still the same notes and everything then, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's no frets though, so you just have to.
No, of course not. But you have to know where to, generate that note, right, on the neck.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no
so
frets.
it's more.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I just find that super interesting because you see some like fiddle people or just cello people or even just dudes that play the stand-up bass, boom, 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 and they're just like fretless. It's like, I guess that's just like playing a big bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you said the Valley.
Yes.
Are you from the Ottawa area, the Valley area? Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, we're from Ottawa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from the Valley. Had a cottage around Lake. My dad's from Smith Falls.
Ah.
Like I said, my mom's from Cape Breton. So they really gravitated towards the country. So we'd almost every weekend, we'd go up to the cottage. One of my good friends lives up there. Like, we have tons of friends and family up that way. So it's like I grew up around a lot of folk music, a lot of fiddle music, Celtic music. But I also gravitated towards punk music and rock and all that.
Both equally melodic.
Yes.
Which Bronson Novella definitely is in their songwriting.
Yeah.
So you met in school.
Yeah.
Mill and Colin, T-shirts, music, don't like Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Been in some bands. Let's jump to 2013 for The Good Man.
Yeah.
Were you both in the band at that time?
Yeah, so I mean, we started Bronson Novella in 2012, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
We were originally a 4-piece band, and then I think we played one gig as a 4-piece
At Mavericks.
and then after that, our bass player and our guitarist sort of just kind of fell off. And
Yeah, first it was our guitarist left. We're like, okay, we can do this as a 3-piece. Let's keep going. And then our bass player left, and then we were kind of in the conversation of, well, should we keep doing this? Should we try to find someone else? Do we go through all this? And then at the time, I think we were both listening to a lot of Mets.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck, if they can do it, why can't we do it?
Yeah.
I guess that's a question to ask, too, because if you're a 2-piece band and you've been together for 15 years or
Holy
something
shit,
like that?
15 years.
14 years?
Wow.
And you're still a 2-piece band, and you're in this Ottawa community, the scene, you must know bass players and drummers or other guitar players. This is a choice to be a 2-piece.
We had a very specific conversation after that first show as a 4-piece band as Bronson Novella, and just like, because we got so tired of just trying to manage people's availabilities, and like there's like the scheduling, the logistical side of it, right?
Yeah.
But there's also the creative side too. Like there was like at the time John was writing some stuff that there was some pushback from the guys, and we were like, you know what? I think we just tossed out the idea. We're like, why don't we try this as a 2-piece? And we're like, that's fucking crazy. Can we even do that?
Mm-hmm.
And so we definitely know musicians in Ottawa from playing in so many bands over the years. But I think we've constantly, like, every time earlier, like when we first started, we'd revisit that conversation quite often, and it was always the same thing. It was like, do we want to deal with that shit? And the answer was no. And that was it.
Yeah, I'm also a very introverted person, so just meeting new people just kind of freaked me out a little bit.
It's like, yeah. Also, I don't like bass players.
Yeah.
I think that's great, and there's no rules to it. You know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever you want. Do you want to sacrifice the chemistry between the two of you just to add another element for maybe some low end or something different, right? Like, when I saw you guys play at the Dom, the melody's great, the songwriting's great, and you can tell you guys have been playing together forever. because it is just two instruments, you guys are very in sync. You know what you guys are doing. You know what it all works together. And once you start getting into the show and getting over the fact, oh, I guess there's just two of them, you forget a few songs in, right? It's just like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And obviously that was like a huge thing when we first decided, like, hey, let's do this as a 2-piece. We were like, well, can we? Like, what's it going to sound like? There's no low end, right? And so John kind of figured that out with playing through a line changer pedal.
Sure.
And so once we figured out, hey, this is actually possible, then we started writing songs like with that sort of in mind, right? Well, now there are only two instruments. Now there is there is less room for error in the sense that, like, if John fucks up, there's no other strings being strummed to back him out.
But it's still just punk rock, right?
Yeah.
It is. But
you want to be good, but
right.
yeah.
But you are good. You guys do it very, very well.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It's if I may be so bold, it's kind of brave just to kind of like get up there and just like, this is who we are.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing, and this is a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah.
And because you've made that choice as a 2-person band, you have a very specific sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could throw a bass player in there, but then you're just a 3-piece punk band.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we can't do, right? Like, we're in the process of writing a bunch of new material. Like, that's kind of like the next little while for us. We looked at it, we're like, okay, now that we're going to put a pause on the gigs for the next little bit, I think, and just really focus on writing shit. And, like, obviously there are limitations to that as a 2-piece band. Like, we're like, well, we can't really,
Well, yeah, and the other thing, too, is when we go into the studio, we want our EP or album, whatever we put out, to sound like we would sound live.
Yep.
I don't want to have layers of guitar or bass in the background. And when we play live, people be like, well, this doesn't sound like the album you're selling.
Yeah, overproduced.
Yeah.
So, it's honest, and I respect that for sure. It would be good if you knew a fiddle player. Oh, Jesus! Wait a second here.
that's a nice callback.
Let's give some context to the good listener, and play a song.
Yeah,
a Bronson Novella song. I'll let you choose and introduce it, whatever you'd like.
What do you want to do?
You want to do Worried?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we could do Worried.
So Worried is off of our latest EP called Bronson Novella is Worried About You. We released a music video for it, which you can see on YouTube and our Instagram and I think our Facebook page. And we recorded it with Chris Ferris at CFS Audio in Canada.
Yeah, live off the floor.
Yes.
Sweet. All right, I'm with John and Fabio of Bronson Novella, and this is the song Worried, right here on Ego and Vice.
I admire those friendly ghosts. I can't stand my faceless foes that won't go down. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. So we'll drive down to the coast, grab some things, don't forget those folks to help us through. Can you feel it? I can feel it through. And I know I must be lost, 'cause these temptations give me God, I swear. And all these fears silence for countless years let go. Are you worried about me? I am worried about you too. Oh, are you worried about me? Guilty skies and crooked stars, come with me to see the moon behind the bar. Can you feel it? I can feel it too. And I know I must be lost, 'cause these temptations give me God, I swear. All these fears silence for countless years let go. Are you worried about me? I am worried about you too. Oh, are you worried about me? I'm worried about you too. Oh,
How does songwriting go in a two-piece band? Must be easier, or is it harder?
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't been in as many bands as Fab. Most of the bands I've been in have been with Fab. But I know with us, a lot of it is I'll come up with, I don't know, like the skeleton of a song, or like just
John
like a
writes the
little,
songs.
yeah. But then sometimes the song might completely change when I bring it to Fab. Like, for example, we have a song Half Alive, which I wrote as a very folky, I was listening to a lot of John Prine at the time. It was a very folky, Travis picking folk song, and it completely changed to this Against Me style folk punk song,
Yeah.
which I never play it the old way anymore.
I feel like for the most part, it's just like John's like, hey, here's a song I wrote that could work as an acoustic song, but how do we make it sound like a band? So it's
Yeah.
usually John. That's pretty much how it works. It's you bring a song to practice, and then I just add drums to it, and then we figure stuff. Sometimes we'll be like, well, there needs to be a bridge, or needs to be a
Yeah.
post-chorus, whatever.
Arrangements, yeah.
Yeah,
But the
'cause-
bones are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, John usually comes with the bones, and
And then sometimes we'll just kind of jam around and figure something else out, and we'll
Yeah.
just say, and that's when it gets a little more structured. And
there's not much I can do, right? As a drummer, who
Well,
knows,
I find
who
it-
knows 3 guitar chords.
sometimes, no, I think it can completely change the feel of a song.
But I just mean like in the sense that like I don't ever really bring a song to practice. Like I can't usually be the starting point of a song because I can't write a song on a guitar,
Oh,
right?
you know 3 chords.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's usually like
That's all you
yeah,
need is 3 chords.
That's fair.
I guess.
You had mentioned limitations. You said that you are limited. You can't do certain things. How do you take the songs that you do have now and make them sonically kind of different? So when you play a set, it's not like, didn't they just play this song?
Yeah, we've definitely run into that issue where we're like, this kind of sounds like that other song.
Any tips and tricks to other two-piece bands out there?
Dynamics, I think, is a huge part. Is where I know the past like few years we've really practiced on dynamics of getting really loud and then really quiet all together, and
Yeah,
all together just the two of us.
all together as the whole band.
The whole band.
Yeah.
Like yeah, but like starting big and bringing it down to like a really tight kind of quiet part, or vice versa, like building tension, finding like the space or the moments in between.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like riffs, I feel like John, you do a great job of like pulling on your influences, right? Like there are some Bronson Novella songs that have sort of like a twangier sort of like, you could hear the folk influence, but then it's like if we're writing something or we're jamming something and we're like, that kind of sounds like the part in that last song, then I find John's really good at pivoting and being like, well, what if we try something that sounds like more, I don't know, like fuller chords instead of like picking, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No. Yeah. makes
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That- and
It's
effects
all
and-
strategies and tips and tricks and different
Yeah.
feels. You know what
Different feels
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just pulling on different kind of influences.
Yeah.
What do you write about? What is Bronson Novella? If someone wanted to say, "Hey, what does that Bronson Novella sing about?" As simple as I can, as layman as I can put it. What are your?
John writes the lyrics.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of all over the map.
Not to put the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
but-
Fab asks me this question all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that song that we've been playing for 12 years about?
I was like,
What was it about? Yeah.
and then I flip it. I said, what does it mean to you, Fab?
And then I blink and he's gone in
What
a
do you-
puff of smoke. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did he do that?
I don't know. Turmoils of the soul,
Yeah.
maybe?
I feel like a lot of it has to do with like, I don't know. I don't want to like overstep, but to me, it seems kind of like
Broken hearts,
mental
Yeah.
health stuff,
maybe.
introspective.
Is it more? I was gonna ask. Is it more introspective, that type of thing? Like what's
I-
going on in like your observations or your feelings of the world?
Yeah,
from
I would.
your points
I
of
would
view?
probably. Yeah,
Any?
I would say that.
I'll take your answer.
all right.
No, I don't know. It does go all over the map, and same with each individual song. It kind of whatever I'm feeling in that moment. And some songs, like some old songs, might just be your classic heartbreak songs.
Yeah. I feel
And-
like if I may, I know because John writes the lyrics, but from like an outsider, even though I'm in the band, but like from an outsider perspective on the lyrics, like they seem, all the Bronson Novella songs and all of the lyrics seem very deeply personal to John. But the thing that I find really interesting, and this I think speaks to our friendship and the connection that John and I have, is that like I find meaning in his lyrics for myself. So I think we have a pretty cool connection that way, if that makes sense.
Well, you've known each other for a long time. You probably have a lot of similar, like friends usually have a lot of similar, qualities and traits and stuff like that. And he, as a band, if you're united in that front, like he's basically speaking for you as well.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
because you're representing the song, right? So, I hope you agree with some of it. And he's like, I hate this.
Yeah, I
fucking
fucking hate this
Yeah,
part.
this song is so. Anyway, no.
Yeah.
So that totally makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
Anything like out in the world ever slip into your songs? Any politics? The world's a crazy fucking place right now. Or is it draw basically more of like how you're feeling about what's going on?
It's probably more of how I'm feeling is going on. Now, I think politics do definitely affect how I'm feeling, but I won't. The words to my songs, I won't actually point out politics and all of that.
Yeah, I get that.
'Cause I find I don't think I would do it justice as other bands might do, like more political bands who just do it so well, like Propaganda, like we were talking about before. Like, I don't think I can. I don't think I'd be able to do it justice.
Yeah, I get that. I love talking songwriting. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So stuff pops out of my brain that I'm thinking about right now, and it's just I've been on this kind of writing tear myself. And I don't ever want to be a political band or a political writer because I'm not well read enough. I watch the news like other people and stuff like that, and I'll get triggered by something, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's wrong," but is it wrong? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really investigate it too much, but I do relate to writing of like how I'm feeling about it, and I find when the world is kind of crazy, or like you said, love songs, broken hearts, and stuff like that. That's the stuff that influences you to write.
Yeah.
More, right? So that's great, man. And
I do feel like yeah, like I said, because your lyrics are so personal, right? And they do speak to like pretty serious things from your perspective. Like, I think it takes a lot of balls on John's part, and I guess on our part to perform these songs, but like to also put them out into the world and be like, hey, this is how we're feeling, right? Because it's like it's stuff that's not always easy to talk about, right? And I think like what makes me proud about this band is that we don't ever, and I don't think we've ever written for the audience. We've never been like, well, what would someone like? Or like, what would they like? We don't like, I think we don't really give a fuck about that, right?
Yeah, usually I write a song and I don't think about who's going to hear it. Sometimes I don't even know if it will ever be recorded or even played. So
everything that we've ever done has felt super true to us as friends and as people. And I think
we try to keep it as genuine as possible.
Yeah.
I respect that, and I believe that from you two guys too, because choosing to be a two-piece band, like I said, is a decision that was made, and you saying that you don't write songs for other people, it kind of goes in line with that whole idea. So I believe you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I respect that. I respect that point of view. I do. And that keeps it genuine, you know what I mean? Like your songs are like real. They're not just some like we'll write a 2.5 minute song because it fits in this box,
100%,
right?
Yeah.
And that's cool. I think that's very, very, very respectable.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Recording. Do you guys record your own stuff? Do you go to a studio?
Yeah.
The past 2 EPs we went to Chris Ferris studio.
Yeah, for Comatose Comet and Bronson Novella is Worried About You. We go to Chris Ferris.
Yeah, which is always a great experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's an Ottawa guy?
Yeah, he's in Canada. Yeah, he's great.
Okay. Shout out.
Yeah, shouts out to Chris Ferris. Yeah, we've worked with him for quite a while now. I've worked with him in my other bands too.
What were you doing between 2013 and 2023 between releases? Were you still an active band at that point?
No, we were on hiatus.
Okay.
Not because we wanted to, but Fab moved to Toronto for
a little bit
of time.
Yeah.
And then like we were still obviously friends during that time. We'd visit each other, but yeah, we kind of put music on hold.
Yeah.
And then Fab got into stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah.
You were pursuing that for a while.
Yeah, and then I think it's weird because in 2018 we did a reunion show. We're like, we're gonna get back together, and we had an awesome show with Great Hunter at the Press Cafe.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, which is now this.
It's like an oat bar or something.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Scotch Lounge, I think.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
The
I don't
oatery.
even- I don't even think it's that anymore.
No, it's like the oat couture or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
oat barn or the oat.
That was short lived, I think.
Okay.
But we did a show in 2018, June of 2018 there, and
We did one show, and then we made a joke saying we'll be back in 10 years, and then
it took it.
Sure
up
enough.
it took 5 years.
But
then the pandemic hit. and
Oh
then-
yeah, well, we don't talk about the P word anymore
Right.
because it's all the same. Everyone
Yeah.
has the same story.
But then actually we went to Laura Jane Grace came and played at the Bronson Center in, what was that, 2022?
22,
It was
23,
August,
22,
yeah.
22, yeah.
And then I told, because I love Against Me, love Laura Jane Grace, and you could probably hear that in a lot of my music. And then I told Fab, like, let's get tickets, let's go to this show. We went to the show, just the two of us, and it was just Laura, her and acoustic, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And there was a band that opened for her.
Yeah. You bought their record that night. I can't remember who they were.
Yeah.
But we were like, oh,
I feel yeah, I can't believe it was something galore. Morbina galore?
Pussy galore.
No.
I think there is.
But we
one.
basically, after that show, we were like, well, we met Laura Jane Grace.
Inspired.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
like, why
we're
the
like-
fuck are we not doing this again? And then we didn't have a good answer to
Yeah.
that. And then we drank a couple beers, and then we talked about the fact that we wanted to do it again. Right?
Yeah.
Well, Laura Jane Grace is very inspirational. I was listening to "Holding My Head" on the way to Tremblant today.
Nice.
I love that song, "Tacos and Toast."
don't
I
know that
ain't
one.
got
Do you know Tacos and
nowhere
Toast?
I gotta be.
Is that off
today.
her new album?
No, it's a few back. It was just almost like an acoustic album.
Oh,
there's
okay,
there's some playing in it, but yeah, it's super good. She's great. And Against Me, yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here, John's a huge fan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how can you
love
not be
Against
though?
Me.
Because those songs were like super. I don't know. Those songs are like forever songs. Like they're just, you hear them and you're like, oh, I love this song.
Yeah.
You played a lot of shows. You've played Targ, the Rainbow. You played the Mansion in Kingston with Il Scarlet.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Live on Elgin. You played the Dom, a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
With my band Goat.
Yeah,
Fuck
that was a
yeah.
Getting
great
Old
show.
and Tired, Goat. I know it's early in the year. How has 2026 been treating you so far?
Good, I think. Did that sound convincing at all? Yeah, I don't
Good.
know. I think it's
Our personal lives have been quite busy, so it's been harder to play shows, I think.
yeah. We've hit a bit
Yeah.
not a word. We've hit a bit of not a wall, but we're slowing down a little bit on
Yeah.
the gigs, and I think like I said earlier, we're making the plan to just kind of write some stuff, but yeah, because it's interesting because we never really, like, since we got back together in 2022, we never really had time to write new music. We were just like relearning our songs, writing a couple new things here and there. We released 2 EPs, played a bunch of shows, but every time we sit down to like, okay, let's book a rehearsal time to like start writing some stuff, we're like, oh, but we have a show in a couple of weeks, so we just end up rehearsing the set. Not a lot of time for like actually writing new stuff. So
Yeah.
2026 has been
Yeah.
slow on the shows, but I think we're
it's
inspired.
busy too, like both
Yeah.
work and you have your comedy shows, but yeah, we really want to get back and release a new EP, write new music, start playing more shows, but
Yeah.
it is tricky also, I find, to get shows now and then. It's,
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah.
You really got to get out there and kind of like almost beat the pavement these days.
Yeah.
The Ottawa music scene, the Ottawa music community in Ottawa is strong. It's thick, but you can easily let it slip you by sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It's
for
weird,
sure.
because it is moving very quickly.
Yeah.
I went out a couple nights ago, and I swear to God, bands I don't even recognize from like 2 years ago. I'm like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're great, and they were great, right?
Yeah.
How have you seen the Ottawa music scene change between 2013 through the pandemic into now?
You know what's funny? I was actually going to ask you about this too, like, because I feel like the Ottawa music scene has changed like drastically. Like I remember 2000.
How so?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to like talk to you about it. I wanted to just chat it out, because I feel like
it's changed, but I have no idea
like,
how.
I feel like in like 2007, 2008, 2009 were like the golden years of like people went to shows because they gave a shit, or even if they didn't, they were like, yeah, I will check out a new band. Now it feels kind of like it's like it doesn't feel like people really want to discover new stuff.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I think people still give a shit. I really do. I think we live in a different age, and it's amazing how fast like the internet exploded and social media exploded. And I find there's very niche kind of corners of everything, right? And there's scenes within scenes. And if you're a band in the Ottawa music community, it's like, where do you fit sometimes, I think. And if you don't go out, I think one of the main things that has always been a number one rule is that if you want someone to support your band or know your band, you have to go and see other bands.
Totally.
Yeah.
If you just sit at home and be like, well, I don't need to go to shows, but I hope people come to our show, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If you're having some trouble finding gigs and that, you should get, I'm just saying, just my opinion, you should do enough, I guess you can call it networking. I just go see bands. I like the entertainment side of it. I don't go out as much as I used to, but I give back with the podcast, so people come to me.
Yeah.
But it's great to get to a point in your local scene where you kind of can turn shows down, where they start kind of coming to you.
Yeah.
If you're like 10 years later and you're still like scratching to get gigs, like, whoa, maybe we should, then you're probably missing some key element of the networking part.
I think taking the time off that we didn't help us, but since we've been back, we've been back on a lot of people's radars. Like we get people messaging us for gigs and, which is great.
That's awesome.
Because we had to sort of like reestablish ourselves in the scene too, right? And like really network and go out and like meet these people and talk to these promoters and really be like, hey, we were around in 2012 and 2013. We're back now. Kind of thing. Right?
I can completely relate to that because Goat was an active band for about 11 years before the pandemic, and then we took like maybe 4 years off.
Yeah.
And even though we had built all of that networking and everything before, 4 years later, that whole new crop of bands, and we kind of sat on it. We slept on it when it first started out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So all those bands came out of the pandemic, and then they built that new kind of mushroom of what the scene is now. And even though Goat's been around for 15 years, it feels sometimes that we're just getting the wheels going again. Like all that early shit, it's like, well, that was then, this is now type of thing. You know what I mean? And I think that's the way it works with the world. If you kind of like miss a step, then you have to catch back up.
Totally.
I think the people still care though.
I do. Yeah. So I think what opened what kind of like made me really dwell on this and think about this is that like once I started doing comedy and started being exposed to that community in Ottawa, it started making me reflect on all of the years prior that I had dedicated to being in a band. Right. And now that I'm doing both of them in tandem, it's like there are pretty big differences. And like as an artist, sorry for the term, but like as a musician and a comedian, like what I've noticed from being at a comedy show is that for the most part, people go out because they're like, we want to laugh, right? And they'll go and it's like a captive audience. Whereas music feels like they're like, yeah, I'll come check out your band, but I feel like it's a lot more like passers-by. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, yeah, I think like music is a 3-ring circus though, you know what I mean? To go see, like if you're going to go see a comedy show, you're just going to go for the sole reason I hope this is funny.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to, because you can still have social aspects. I don't know. It's hard to say, right? People are getting older. Maybe they don't want to go to a place where they have to like yell at their friend, hey, these guys are pretty good. You know what I mean? They want to go to more of a thing. But I don't know. It's hard to say.
But it's exciting to me at the same time. It's great what you're doing with this podcast and this show. And I think it's also exciting to feel like maybe, we can go out and like entertain people, because I know we do. People, after they see us, they come up to us and they're like, hey, we enjoyed that. And that's great, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I think maybe just comparing the two communities in Ottawa, but... a stand-up comedian,
I'll get to that briefly, that's a thankless gig. I don't know how you do that. That's balls of steel.
Yeah.
My advice for any musician or any band out there, no, you can't go out every night. No, you have responsibilities at home. Undeniable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I try to go out at least maybe once a week. I'll pick a band. I'll go to ottawagigs.ca, your guide to the gig, and I'll find a band that I like. You know what I mean? And if I don't feel like going to the market, I'll see what's at Irene's or at Targ.
Yeah.
Or, the Redbird or something like that. It doesn't have to be like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll try and go out and see a band. Not just because I'm going out there to do it, but because it's like, this is what I like to do. And when I get there, I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
did this. And if you don't get in that routine and you stop seeing bands, I just find that you kind of lose the ambition to do it. I don't know. I think it's a good thing, and plus you're supporting the bar, and you're supporting the whoever's playing. And the last thing Ottawa needs is another bar to shut down,
Yeah, 100%.
another venue.
I don't want to. I just didn't want to come across as though I'm like shitting on the.
No, I didn't take it that
Yeah, okay,
at all.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
just,
I mean, I've been in the Ottawa music community for for fucking ever, and it's like it's given me so much, and I obviously appreciate it. I just I can't help but feel like some of it is changing, and maybe you're right. Maybe it is because of social media and internet stuff, and I don't know.
people pick and choose what they want to spend their $25 on nowadays.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Well,
totally.
and I think that was a point I was going to bring up is just right now it's expensive to go out and to do those things. Like even if you want to go out, there's a lot of shows that it's $20, $25 at the door. You want to get a drink, that's $10, $15, and right now it is tough, and it sucks, and I don't know. That's just it's shitty, but
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
especially in the winter. But you know what? I think when you get to go out and you have a good time, like it is fucking worth it.
And discover a new band.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. And you know what I mean? Like, who knows who you'll meet?
100%. Yeah.
What does the future of Bronson Novella look like if you had if you had it your way?
We're gonna become a 5-piece band.
No,
No, I do not want that. No, I want to stay as a 2-piece band, and yeah, that's that. No, I really want to.
I have spoken.
I have spoken. Anyways, no, but yeah, hopefully I want to play more music and write new songs, do EPs, and I'm really hoping that we can do some out of town shows, maybe like a little tour. Like we've played in Kingston, Cornwall. Really hoping to get into Montreal, maybe Toronto.
We've done Toronto, but it'd be nice to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are all like completely attainable goals.
Yeah.
And you guys play it from the heart, and you write from the heart, and you definitely have a distinct style and sound to you. I have a friend named Katie. She loved you guys when she was
sweet.
there with me.
Yeah.
Didn't stop talking about it. Those guys.
Oh, sweet.
So you're making
Thanks, Katie.
impacts on at least her.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
Katie.
amazing.
Katie.
Shouts out,
Well,
Katie.
yeah, thanks,
All right.
Katie.
Before we play, I have a game. It's a rapid question game called 13 Questions with the Band.
Amazing.
Cool.
Are there any kind of last words or any shout outs that you want to thank? You can't thank every band in the city.
No, but can we thank the city?
It's your segment. It's your podcast, sir.
Thanks to the city for having us back after all these years. It's been an awesome pleasure, and we're gonna continue playing in the city.
Yeah.
We are in you, Ottawa.
Oh, and also I'd like to thank the promoters that are doing their best to put on these shows, because I know how tough that is. Like to get a venue, book these bands, try to sell as many tickets as you can, get people in. Like, yes, I know it's tough to sell tickets, and the money part, I don't like the business side of it, but I know it's part of it. But I do appreciate the promoters going and doing this, because it's tough work, and to be honest, I just want to play.
Yeah.
And I love that I get to play, and I'm glad that people come out. So that's
Yeah, people come out. Yeah, the people that come out
Yeah.
to see us, like, time
and that
time
people
again.
actually enjoy it. Like that is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, bottom line is support your scene, support your local artists, and support Bronson Novella. Because
Yes.
they'll support you, damn it.
Yes.
Would you like to play 13 questions with the band?
Absolutely.
Time for 13 questions with the band. Yes, this segment's back again. It's called 13 questions, but I only asked 6, maybe 5.
Okay, this is 13 questions with Bronson Novella, John and Fabio. Now, I have to set the rules. I have 13 questions. I ask from the 13 questions. I don't ask you all 13 questions.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep your answers brief, yet explain yourself if you must.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is a rapid fire. Okay. Individual questions. Fabio, I'll go with you first. Question number 1. What is your death row meal?
Oh shit.
Gross.
Yeah, I think it's that. No. Death Row Meal.
Maybe
You
the
know
Jeopardy
what?
music
I
one.
like he just asked a question.
No, man.
I don't know. Maybe a nice pasta with a little garlic bread on the side. You know, you can put some of the pasta onto that.
That sounds pretty
and
good.
a nice cold beer with it. A nice pint.
I like that. John?
Pizza. Next question.
What was the first music you bought? Physical music, say like a CD or something, with your own money.
With my own money. I think it was Enema of the State, Blink Enema of the State, the CD. Yeah. I think I sold some stuff at a garage sale. It was like, then my mom pitched in some money too. So does that count? It was like half of it. Yeah. All
Sure.
I'll do
You're a
that.
kid. I think
That is a
I was a
CD.
kid.
You
yeah.
tried. You tried your best.
That is a CD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Millencolin, Life on a Plate.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah.
very good. All right. Classic question. What is your desert island record? You got stuck on a desert island for 10 years. You can only bring one record.
10 years.
Well, I mean, okay, we'll go 5 years. If it changes the answer.
John, you want to take that one first?
Oh, I think I'd have to do the album Stage Fright by the band. I love that album.
Wow.
I would need something fun to as a pick-me-up, so I would do Stomping Ground by Goldfinger.
Stomping Ground by Goldfinger. I like it. That's cool.
It's a fun one.
First concert you can remember ever attending.
I think I saw Finger 11 with Our Lady Peace and the Trailer Park Boys when I was 11.
Yeah, Bubbles, he's in trouble right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It was probably your like dad at the bonfire, no?
no, but like an actual concert. I don't know, Frig. That's gotta go way back.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. Can we go to the next one? I'll think about that.
You have to say pass.
Oh, damn. Okay, the one that's coming to my head is I remember seeing The Who with my dad.
Oh, wow.
At,
really?
Yeah, CTC. Or I guess it was the Corral Center back in the day.
John's answers this entire podcast have been way better than mine. Like way cooler. Like he's done cooler shit and he's just a cooler guy. Have you noticed that?
He's really kind of aloof about it, too.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, pizza, fuck you, you know?
The fucking Who?
How can I be as cool as you?
You gotta eat pizza, man.
I know.
That's right. What is your favorite song right now?
I'm obsessed with the latest Deftones album, Private Music. The first song, My Mind Is a Mountain. I'm obsessed with that song. It's amazing.
Cool. John?
Fuck, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I've been listening to a lot is the Sky Blue Sky album by Wilco. It's funny, we're a punk band, but I'm listening to a lot of fucking like melodic stuff. I'm gonna say Either Way, Wilco. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you? Can we ask you? Can we?
What's my favorite song today?
Right now, yeah.
Tacos and Toast by Laura Jane Grace.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Fresh in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you had a time machine and could go to any historical musical event, what would it be? There are a top 3 answer for this.
Really?
Like most common, so but I'm not going to tell you what they are. I just want to see if
I
you
could
nail
probably
them.
guess a couple of them.
If you need time, I know mine. Mine's locked and loaded.
Okay,
Ready
go.
to go. Oh, I'd go to The Last Waltz by the band. Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd probably want to go to like CBGB. for like
cheapy.
for
Like
like
for a Ramon show or something.
yeah, just to like be there in New York and like
That's
right?
pretty good. Those are great answers. Great answers.
Thank you.
Fuck, I get Woodstock 99 when Fred Durst started the riot,
Yeah.
and I get Live Aid Queen.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Those are the big ones that
You wouldn't even be able to see anything though.
Yeah, but you'd say front row.
No. Not me.
If you could, if Bronson Novella could open for any band, who would they be? I guess that's a dual question.
Oh, mine would be Against Me.
Yeah.
I would love to play
I would
for Against Me.
I would say that as well, probably.
Yeah, I just hope she's not like, you ripped me off. I'm like, no, you inspired me. You inspired me.
Flattery is
You ripped me off.
What do they say?
Yeah,
How's that
it's
saying go?
it's
Imitation is
imitation.
the something for
sincerest
form of flattery.
I don't think it's imitation.
They need to
though.
we need to change that.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
If you could have either of you, two more questions. If you could have a drink or a meal with any, sometimes I'll say musician, but I'll say anybody. If you could have a drink or a meal with anybody that you couldn't normally.
Dead or alive? Or
Yeah.
We'll go. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jim Carrey. I've always wanted to meet Jim Carrey. He's a hero of mine.
Ooh,
not music
touching
related.
the comedy side.
Yeah, not music related.
You know what? Oh, this is gonna be cheesy as hell.
John,
But
Goodman. It's John
I'd meet.
Goodman. Is
No,
it?
no. I'd want to meet my grandpa I never met because he passed away before I was born.
Well, don't make me cry on the podcast.
I'm
John.
doing it. I think that would be nice.
I was supposed to make you guys cry.
Unless it has to be a celebrity, then I could switch it up.
Very last question. With 13 questions with the band, with Bronson Novella. Who is Bronson Novella?
I would say Bronson Novella is two best friends bonding over their passion for punk rock.
Yeah, and we'll probably never stop.
Yeah.
Damn.
Appreciate it. That's an amazing answer. Want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for having
It's
us,
been
man.
a pleasure sitting here talking with you. It was a pleasure playing with you guys last month or whenever it was.
We should do that again.
And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys do in the future.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So all the best, and don't ever, ever, ever get a bass player.
Yes, we won't. And thank you for doing the show, man.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Keep it going.
It's all I got, man. It's all I got.
That's okay.
When my feet touch the ground, the world slips away from me, and I walk right in circles, but not walk where I need to be. And these sidewalks have secrets of mine that I think they will keep. I got no time at all. I got no time at all. 'Cause now yesterday's gone, but today I wish to wait for free. I'll keep slipping and sliding while tomorrow runs away from me. And now everything's rotten before I can sink in my teeth. I got no time at all. I got no time at all. I got no perfect while I struggle to breathe. Skim through pictures of beauties and kings till our brains seize. And these sidewalks have secrets of mine that I think they will keep. I got no time at all. I got no time at all. Yeah, I got no time at no time at no time at all.
I would like to thank John and Fabio from Bronson Novella for coming into Southwood Studio and hanging out. Good times. If you want to get a hold of myself, if you want to get a hold of the Vickler, if you want to get a hold of Max, you can reach us at egoandvice@gmail.com. If you want to listen to the podcast, you can go to egoandvicepodcast.com. It has links to everywhere, but you can just go to your streamers or whatever. If you want your songs on the Southwood Stereo, if you want to sit in and talk music with me and Vic on Southeast Stories, DM us or, again, send us a message on the email. Well, that's enough. 173 is in the can. See you next time.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.